everyone, my name is Lauren Hagger. Welcome to Unit 3.1 and 3.2 of Philosophy. First, we have Unit 3.1.1, A Philosophy of Education. In this unit, we will reflect on the ideals of social reconstructionism. When reflecting on social reconstructionism, I relate it to the three following elements: how it applies to my identity, what do I seek to learn from this philosophy, and how can I use it in my teaching approach. This philosophy relates to my identity as I constantly reflect on my underlying need to help others and seek social order. It also made me reflect about my teaching practices and how we can approach social issues within the classroom. We can do this by discussing moral dilemmas and solving problems to those dilemmas. I would also like to learn more about the strategies the philosophy uses to form curriculums. I feel this is important in order to develop problem-solving leaders within this progressive world. Next, we have Unit 3.1.2, which depicts a tabulated illustration of a chosen philosophy and how it relates to education. This table will represent the philosophy I lean towards, the philosopher I'm most strongly associated with, and how I see the world. The philosophy I lean most towards would be constructionism, as it provokes perceptual change in individuals by encouraging them to perceive change as a necessary mind state. The philosopher I am most associated with is Theodor Bramheld. I also strongly believe that the education can be seen as a catalyst to promote change within society, and that we must embrace the fourth industrial revolution. My view on the world focuses on finding ways to improve the way we live and what steps we need to take in order to do so. Embracing our creativity, preserving nature, and positively impacting others are some examples of what I believe in. Now we have Unit 3.2. These following slides will depict how we can apply certain educational philosophies in the classroom. This slide represents how to integrate Africology and Ubuntu into visual arts. Firstly, use collaborative projects to build cultural understanding and strengthen peer support. Secondly, have students illustrate socio-economic issues and create a class discussion on how to solve them. Thirdly, abolish discrimination by uplifting cultures. And finally, have the students partake in community projects to promote change by using their artistic skills. This slide illustrates the CAPS curriculum for creative arts, specifically reflecting on dance development. There are two approaches we will look at. Firstly, we have the teacher-centered approach, which ensures a safe space, students are able to memorize and repeat the dance exercises, and the teacher is fully in control. Whereas the learner-centered approach encourages collaborative learning, it guides the students to make their own choices, it helps the students become aware of their kinetic abilities, and the students are able to critique each other's work to apply their understanding. Here we will discuss the differences between perennialism and progressivism. Perennialism educational approach is teacher-centered, meaning that it relies on drills and recitation, the classroom environment is well organized and disciplined, the teacher is in full control of the lesson, and the evaluations are objective. Whereas progressivism approach is learner-centered. This means that the students learn through experiences rather than repetition. The students are more involved in the learning process, which means the classroom environment is less controlled, and the teacher acts as a facilitator. The assessments are also formative and ongoing rather than objective. Here are my references for Unit 3.1.1 and 3.1.2. These are the references for Unit 3.2.1. Then we have 3.2.2 references. And lastly, the references for 3.2.3 and 3.2.4. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it.